Hello and welcome to episode 61 of my informative playthrough of Pathfinder Kingmaker. Now, a couple of things. I ended the last episode slightly earlier than I had intended because I remembered that I'd forgotten something and I had to go hunting for it. And in fact, it was on the previous floor. And it's this item here, Dwarven Champion's Helmet. It's actually on the in a chest just as you exit down to this level. So just as the exit from level 2 to level 3. And it's quite cool. So helmet enchants the wearer's main weapon with Orc Bane and Goblin Bane special abilities, and provides an enhancement bonus to AC. And it's the Bane bit there that's actually most interesting, at least for me, because Bane is cool. And we're going to be fighting some goblins quite soon, so we're going to do a little swap there and stick that on Valerie. You can't really see it up here, but that's going to be giving her a considerable bonus to hits. So I'm just going to replace everything there. And the second thing is I checked a map so I can remind myself where this is, and this is a hidden passage that I kind of knew was around, but couldn't remember where it was. So if you look at the map, we're just here. So let's just have a little peek in this room. And what do you know? More Cyclopses. More Raging Cyclopses.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
So, yep, we've got them coming over here. We're going to see what we can do. Throw out some summons, and I thought I'd just try because their will save isn't very high. We'll bring out our Fascinate. There we go.
Let us strike as one.
Should be coming anytime soon. Right, there we go. One, at least.
Clever ploy. Out of our story.
And in fact, the skeletons have
Do not falter.
rendered it
This will hurt.
ineffective by attacking. Who's been hit? Skeletons.
Repent.
The sound effect when Fascinate clicks in is just very nice. Anyway, that's yet more Cyclopses killed, and that's quite nice because I felt like I needed a little bit more experience. This is again a very valuable item. So shock javelin, so lightning damage, and yeah, that is quite nice. So let me just double check. I don't think there's anything else here. Yeah.
I'll share my path.
Anyway, we're gonna head downstairs before these buffs all wear off. The only other thing I did was I headed back to the surface to sell off some additional stuff, just because I wanted to ditch the weight. Now, the next floor is the last one we can do. Yeah, but let's just head downstairs, and don't think it's going to ruin anything to say we're going to be able to put our helmet to use immediately, but we also need to double check our buffs because there's some quite tricky stuff here. There's the boss battle, and there's one other really quite tough fight, and then the rest is relatively easy so long as we have protection from arrows, of which we've got a whole 51 minutes remaining. Just come over here.
It's time to
I'm going to cast protection from, or I keep wanting to call it protection from poison, but delay poison communal, because I believe there are spiders around,
What troubles you?
and we should be able to get through here. Yeah. And if we got protection from fire, yep, that's going to see us through this bit. So we got greater giant spiders, nothing really to worry about there. We can just close in. There are some alchemists. Thank you, Valerie. That's a very nice hit.
Stand down. You offend me.
And actually, the Bogeyman's robe proc
You
just
should've
before
run.
just before it was killed.
Strike.
But we got alchemists, and I sure do dislike alchemists. So let's just take care of this one.
This spell's purpose is different.
Helm,
Your life ebbs
Fortunate.
low.
cat. Ouch. Those were some quite nice hits. Attacks of opportunity against him using alchemist bombs. So because they're enlarged, they're doing enormously nice amounts of damage. Plus, you can see here 2d6 force. That is our Goblin Bane kicking in from the brand new helmet. So that's quite nice. Poor goblins don't know what has hit them. We can couple that up with the sneak attack as well, which we can just take all of that if we want for an extra 4d6 in total with the Bane.
My search was not in vain.
Thank you, Helm.
Applause, please.
I'm positive I found something.
Going to collect all of that. Just come over here first.
This requires your attention.
Yes, goblin. So, leopard. How long on charge? Too long. Close in there.
A fine use of my talents.
So, because we've got protect from arrows up, you know, we've got 10 damage resistance against all these irritating ranged
Hold back.
troops.
It's worth a legend.
That's Bogeyman's Rube. They're causing them to flee, and you can see it's annoying, in my opinion, because having enemies run away when what you really want to be doing is hitting them. There we go, and again,
You
they've got
should've
poor
run.
will saves, it would seem. Yeah. So, you know, I don't really want enemies running away unless I deliberately choose to have them running away. Ouch. Right,
Strike.
there we go.
What a waste.
Amateurs.
And again, see, especially irritating with ranged enemies because, of course, they run away. You've either got to chase them down or change target, and then they will start firing at range at you. So, everyone there,
Time is over.
cat there. Ooh, that is a little bit dicey.
Justice.
This sort of chasing around. Anyway,
Away,
let's
you
finish
rascal.
this. There we go. So there's pros and cons to that, but like I said in the previous video, you see a lot of builds recommend a thug dip so that when you demoralize stuff, you can send them running away in fear.
Is my
And
time to
I just
shine.
really dislike both the idea and
Just
the
not my lucky day.
well, Lindsay, you've really let us down quite a lot in these
Just letting
checks, mostly because I keep forgetting to make preparations here. So again, we're relying on Tubulos
What's
to...
new?
I'm always ready.
Have you got Cat's Grace up? Yeah. Because from the shrine, actually. I'm just saying that I dislike the thug dip in practice and in theory.
I wrote it like I saw it.
I don't like enemies
You require
running all
my
over the
assistance?
place. Right. Let's hope this works, because I need to open this chest. I think every single one of
You can
these
thank me
that
now.
Lindsay has tried to open, she's failed. Anyway, this is the part 4 of our 4-part group of items about the weary traveller. And these words are barely legible, written as they are with sticky ink upon a reeking, tattered rag. And it's a series of instructions to a number of fey creatures about preparing for the 1,000,000th anniversary of my enthronement. So obviously the weary traveller, when writing this, is entirely within his little fantasy land. So we're going to take that, and we get this as well. This is quite a nice item. This is +2 enhancement bonus to charisma. And if you have bardic performance, you get an extra 2 performances per round. That's quite nice in general. So if we have a look at Lindsay, we're wearing the professor's hat because that's providing us with a competence bonus, which isn't such a big deal. But there's nobody else who I really want to sacrifice their headgear. I guess what we can do. I hate the look of this hat. that's but right. There you go. Look at that. That's yeah. But we get a choice of ridiculous headgear. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Except I'm going to stick that ring of luck there. Druid wearing a top hat. So we're going to head back here. There we go. Never again. Just disable headgear for good.
I'll share my path.
This is, in a previous video I talked about how it kind of looks like there should be a room there, but actually there isn't. Whoops. So we got Doomspiders.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Yeah, we're almost out of our buffs, but
We'll do it the hard way.
fortunately, these goblin archers are still not going to be doing very much damage. Again, running in fear. I think I've demonstrated that quite enough, so I'll take it off next. It's just annoying. Everyone.
Primitives.
Almost dead. Dead.
Stand down.
I mean, I can see maybe if you're playing
Don't hold back.
turn-based, but even then, watching everyone take their turns running all over the place, it's just rude.
This will hurt.
Will they ever learn?
They're kind of tough.
Fine use of my
We out? Yeah. No. Right. There we go. We took damage, and this is kind of what I hoped would happen here. We've almost like the whole reason for coming down here at this stage is that we've now reached enough experience for level 9, and I'm going to save that until after we finish this dungeon. We don't need it to complete this. And in fact,
child's play.
why make things easier when you don't have to? There's
Adventures call to them.
a big, oops, let us in. There's a big hidden door here, and we're basically getting ready for the for the final
Found something
push. The boss is here, and this is I guess a challenge room, since you get quite a cool item, but nothing riveting.
Child's play.
Let me just put this stuff back together again, so that we know what we're doing. There's no more goblins, so that's it until later on in the game, when we perhaps will encounter some more. So we're out of most things, but on the other hand, we can buff up quite a bit now, because these will tide over into the next room. So first of all, because these are water elementals, we're going to want protect from energy cold.
My skills are absolute.
And yeah, that should do it. We'll just recast stuff. I haven't been keeping track of what's active and what's not. How long you got? Yeah. Valerie.
Friendship lasts forever.
Big.
What manner of
Jubilost.
country is this?
Little.
Where's the lavish dining, the
Adventures are
festivals?
exciting.
Enlarge.
Barely merits a footnote in my
Cat's
compendium.
Grace. Cat's Grace. No, actually, we don't want to do that. We want it on Lizzie, because our potions are not going to be very useful. Coming up.
Draws near.
Full strength. Not much left. Owl's Wisdom. And you might as well stick that on Valerie. Boost her saves a little bit.
Possible.
Recast. And that should...
Yes?
Fox's Cunning on yourself.
Is there trouble?
And
So, any brilliant
Eagle
ideas?
Splendor. And we're kind of running out of things to cast.
The world is full
We're
of
gonna go
wonder.
blur.
What
And we'll
should
save this displacement. Or will we? Don't want everything to mess up here. Now this fight is interesting in that they can't actually really fit through the doors, so we don't have to do this. But it just feels kind of cheap not to fight them on their own grounds. So
And then our leader charged
we've got huge water elemental, huge water elemental, huge water elemental, and elder water elemental, and these are really quite tough, as a group. Level 10 outsider, and the elder is level 16. So, obviously we don't want to be hit all that much here. And the ridiculous thing is they're actually vulnerable to bone shake. It's amazing what is. So let's just creep up a little bit. Here we go.
You should have
And
run.
there, what we really want, Lindsay, is that.
Let us strike as one.
That's what I'm looking for. It's been... Oh, I hate that robe. It's running in fear, and yet it's an enormous water elemental. Okay, one. Got to take down this one first, because I don't want
Do not falter.
anyone to get in range of that bigger one there. Right, dead. Move in. And then we can finish this. Must remember to remove that robe, because it's just like, so annoying. Okay, Valerie's going to take some damage here. Perhaps.
clever ploy.
Might as well. Budge up, budge up, budge up, and deactivate. And attack. That should... There we go. Nice. Death animation while on fire. I always thought these animations were great. Like that, how they dealt with the elemental stuff in combination. Anyway, not a big deal when I remember to get Jubilos to throw bombs. So very quickly, who's taking damage? Cat. This was our reward. This flaming flail +2. Nothing particularly special. I mean that's a nice +2 weapon. It's got the added fire damage. You know, it'd be perfectly good if I didn't want to keep the Mallet of Woe on Harem. So let's get on towards finishing this. How you doing? You're alright. For now. So this is our final room before the boss. And we got Quickspiders. So we fought these. Maybe? We certainly fought Doomspiders before on the Ancient Curse. So
A fatal mistake.
just gonna see about dealing with this. Harem. It's the problem with being big, isn't it?
Repent.
Right, get rid of that.
This is
That.
where I sleep it.
And they got concealment up. Where are we? That should
Serves you
deal with that. They got high... What's their AC? 29. Shouldn't be missing this much.
Will they ever learn?
Well, there we go. And it's just a matter of wrapping up. As everyone messes around. Right. I'm removing that robe before it drives me even more irritated. There you go, Lindsay. I assume I accidentally sold your armor, but that's fine. It wasn't doing anything anyway. We'll find you something different later. So, Wand of Heroism. This is really nice because it's got 50 charges. It's cast level 5. You know, you'll never need another Wand of Heroism ever again. So, let's go face the boss, the Weary Traveler. And I've pretty much already cast everything we can. I'm just gonna hit up a resist fire and a protection from fire as well. And then
Sorry, was lost in thought.
Harem, we're gonna have to heal up that cat fire. Ones. Good stuff. Roll of 2. I like that. Yeah, I'm not doing it this way. Let's find some something useful. What have we got? Got enough of these. Big money rolls. That's more like it. Okay, okay. So the issue here is that they're immune to lots of our best stuff. So you see here we've got these Monadic Devas. And they've got a big stack of things. So they've got quite a few bonuses to AC. So both this protective aura and wings means they are a pain. So it doesn't look that powerful doesn't look that high, but if you deal with the damage resistance, the spell resistance, this AC that's going to be boosted by all sorts of other stuff, and they have immunity to mind affecting. Well, they will do. I'll show that in just a second. And we have quite a reliance on mind affecting spells. They've also got archers, but this is our weary traveller here, and he's an archaeologist bard. He's got a confident explorer. He's got a piranha strike, so he's not going to be dealing. He's going to be dealing more damage when he hits. But as a 3/4 bab class, that will actually probably work in our favour. Level 12 bard, level 4 corrupted creature, big chunk of experience, and basically, there he is. You can see the strange growths. The easiest ones to kill are these satyr bowmen, even though they look like they're really quite high level. And then it's the weary traveller. So we want to basically put him down as quickly as possible.
No time for idling.
And we are going to attempt confusion before they get their protections up. And then after that, we're just going to go for it.
Just letting the ink dry.
We should move.
But before we do that,
Adventures are
we're actually going to
exciting.
remember to do the important final
Lindsay the
buffs.
Magnificent?
So we're going to
Lindsay the Illustrious. Something more.
We're gonna put Sense Vitals up.
Like Lindsay the Great.
Rotus awaits
we're going to go with Divine Power.
Lindsay the Indecisive.
Quiet. I'm
We're going to go Bomber's Eye. No, we're not, because none of our bombs
My
actually do anything.
skills are getting rusty.
This is quite a frustrating fight when you rely on Jubilost quite a lot. There we go.
Yes, I'm
Hit that as well for me, Harry.
Is there trouble?
So Divine Favour and what's it?
patient.
This one, Divine Power. This one will expire first, and then this one. So we'll. So
Does it matter?
you can see here these Monadic Devas, because they have. It'll pop up in just a second, but they are. We failed to overcome spell resistance, but that's okay. It's casting Holy Aura here, but we've managed to confuse 2 of them, which is fine. There's another bowman over here, so we're gonna just focus down the weary traveller.
Your life ebbs low.
Strike!
Lindsay, budge up, and we're gonna see if we can slow them as well. Jubilost, come on, buddy.
A fine use
So
of
this-
my talents.
Yeah, this aura. Basically, we had our one shot for attempting to use mind affecting spells on them.
Onwards!
Okay, that's okay. It's going fine, as long as nobody else pops up.
A clever ploy.
We might
Primitives.
go there. So that's Holy Aura. There. I can't remember which ones of them are immune to. Yeah, so here we have our Monadic Deva, who's about to. Okay, so that that was a very nice crit there. So that's the Weary Traveller dead. Thank you, Leopard, for that. Now we're going to take out the Bowman. And then after that we'll deal with these Monadic Devas, which are a real pain. Okay. So
Will
we go
they
there.
ever learn?
And we'll send the cat over there as well. But this is our Flame Strike, and because part of it is divine damage, we can't bypass it with our protection from fire and our resist fire. And there's the second one coming in. Fortunately, this is not big damage, but we really need to deal with them.
Use of my talents.
Yeah, so acid works on the bowmen, but not on these Monadic Devas. Frustratingly. In you go, Harem.
Waste.
Okay.
So fragile.
And then we're going to take down this one.
Is over.
Kind of run around. Uh-oh, Harem. There we go.
A clever ploy.
Can stop that. Jubilos, come back over there.
Away, you rascal!
I'm going to attempt see whether we can get some form of slow to hit. Where are you going?
Ha! Primitive.
Okay, no. Slowing Mud fails and didn't overcome the spell resistance of the other. Are they shaken? They might in fact be immune to shaken because they've got Holy Aura. I can't remember, but one of them slowed. Okay, that's fine. We're hitting obviously damage reduction, which we can't mitigate. I don't think, because we're not evil. But it's going okay. This is not great here.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Interesting. Bull spin. So that is this battering creature. She's been knocked down and probably will be, if not killed, knocked out. So let's. Okay, that's one.
Don't hold back.
Poor old Valerie. She's not having a very nice time. Okay.
I'm writing you out of our story.
There we go. Minus 14 is fine as long as she's not hit again.
Repent.
Stand down. Strike for the legend.
Close. Obviously, we're not really doing. Kind of relying on you, Harem, to do this. Okay, there we go. Not the cleanest fight, but you know, this little group really lacks some of the key tools to deal with that. Mostly because I rely so heavily on Jubilost, and he's useless in this fight, and also kind of running out of things to do. If we'd had summons left over, if I hadn't burnt through all the skeletons with Harem, we could have then just thrown some of them out to distract the Devas until we were ready. But we get some cool stuff. We get a Keen Rapier +1. So this has got an enormous 15 to 20 crit range, if that's what you were interested in. It's a good reason to kill the Weary Traveller first. Regular Buckler. This is a belt of Dex +4, which I believe is our first +4 Dex belt. And this is really quite interesting. Yeah, and this is you know, part of the overall plot of the Tenebrous Depths. We've got this shield of the Weary Traveller with words scribbled inside it. You know, remember who you are, and you know, you've got to come back. You're just trapped in these illusions of delight, and there's you must find a way back up. Maybe not right now, but eventually. Do not forget. And this is quite interesting here. Remember who you are, or the illusions will devour you, just like they did that pathetic dragon who imagines himself the guardian and protector of this place. All he's ever done is feed heroes to the abyss. You must find a way back up and punch him in the silver snout for what he's done to you, and so many others. So maybe there's more to this story than what Zelian told us. So we're going to take that, and in the next video I will head back up and we will find out
And Lindsay was called forth.
a little bit more about what's going on. But first we're going to snag this
Cute!
and have a little look at the stairs. So, mostly junk. And if we try and go down further, it just says, oops, shroud of swirling darkness blocks the path. It is surrounded by maddening voices, whispering, crackling, screaming incoherent phrases in unknown languages. So we are not able to descend any further. Basically, that's it. You know, we've cleared as much as we can, and I'll pick up all the remaining bits and head back upstairs for the next video. This here, if we use this, it's kind of wasted. We kind of want to save this random shrine for when we go a bit deeper, because things do get quite a bit harder from now on. I'm a little bit disappointed with that chanter fight, because often it goes better, but yeah, kind of running on empty at this stage. Yeah, I do like to rely on summons. In the next video, I'll level everyone up. This is level 9. It's quite a special level, which I will explain, because we'll be getting whole new levels of spells. Yes. Anyway, see you then.